Such a nice day today. I wish they could all be like this. Let's see. June 14th. Most interesting fact you have heard recently. Most interesting fact. I think I'm gonna go with all of this stuff being bandied about quantum computing. Interesting. Like, very, very interesting. I mean, just, computers that can do calculations like thousands of times, millions of times faster than a supercomputer. And we all hear the term supercomputer and we get an image in our head of this incredibly powerful thing, but quantum computing is even more powerful than that. I mean, to the point where it would take, it takes a quantum computer, 2.5 minutes to do something that would take a supercomputer 90 years. That's crazy. I think that's pretty cool. I like what it means for the future. Figuring things out so much quicker than we ever could before. Kind of lends itself to developing all sorts of new technologies. So it's pretty cool. I think the other interesting, if not kind of terrifying fact that I've heard recently is about the Crown Royal Prince of Saudi Arabia buying up stock in all of these video game companies. That is super terrifying to think about. I mean, he bought out SNK. He's got 5% of Capcom, 5% of Nintendo, 5.5% of Embracer Group. It's becoming much harder to be a 100% moralistic consumer in this industry when you take into account that a significant portion, more so than other shareholders, a significant portion of these companies' revenues go towards this guy who wants to kill people when he doesn't agree with what they do, what they think. It's a fact that hits you in the face when you think about it, and I don't think that most people are going to care, which sucks. Like when I mention it to people at work whenever they buy a Nintendo game, I'm like, hey, by the way, did you know? And it just glances right off them. Like, none of them even care. None of them. I mean, I don't know if maybe it's because I sound crazy when I say it. Like, it's one of those, oh, you've got an agenda type of thing. But that's not it. Like, I'm not making things. I know that there's a lot of things on the internet that people make up just to make them up, just to make, to sway you their way. But that's not what this is. Like, when I tell people about this, it's to help them make informed purchases. Otherwise, you're making ignorant purchases, and that's dangerous. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a scary thing. It's scary about him, and it's scary about Tencent. And like, the scariest part to me is that nobody cares. Even when you tell them, they're just like, whatever. And I'm like, no, really? Like, this is something that you should be paying attention to. This is something that you need to be made aware of. That there are consequences to the choices that you make. Long-lasting consequences that have the potential to affect us all. And nobody cares. We're a very selfish, uncaring society. Yep. Okay, those are my facts for the day. Wish I had something longer because, man, it is such a nice day out here. I could just sit in my car and prattle on for God knows how long. But that's my answer. So, bye-bye.